you were like having an orgasm. Are you the type of guy who curls his toes when he has an orgasm? You tighten up your legs?
I wish I was.
You wish you were?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does it mean that you wish you were?
It sounds like it'd be like you're having a really good orgasm.
Oh, you're saying like, okay, you want to tell.
Yeah.
You would prefer that when you're coming, you have a tell.
Yeah.
I have a tell.
Do
Cum
you?
shoots out my penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is incredibly dependable.
Yeah.
Every
Welcome to
time.
AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
I'm Will.
Have you ever dated somebody that had like a
Cum shooting
tell?
out their penis?
Yeah. I've dated a few. I don't know how many men I've dated. Now I
Does
think
the
about it.
clit count as a
I've
As long as they squirt, I guess.
I've had a squirter.
It's a little penis. It's a tiny little penis. Very tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I've also dated a squirter. It makes a fucking mess, and you have to put down a towel.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. It was awesome.
I just fucking lay in it. I'm good. I don't care, man.
Yeah,
if you get it to happen, then you
feel
get
like
to lay in it.
Yeah,
at that
you feel
point,
like a
you know.
god.
You're
like,
like, you win. You won sex.
Yeah, you get to have pee in your mouth.
and you got to be like, you got to have a visual fucking indication of it.
And
Yeah.
then you're done with the afterglow, and now you're just laying in wet sheets. You're like, ugh.
Well, I mean, I do that every night by myself.
Yeah,
That's
piss the bed.
well, I don't.
Yeah, it's a little.
I was trying to like, go around that and say that it was something a little bit nicer. But if you're gonna just tell my truth on the show like that, then sure.
Actually,
The batteries did real damage to my body and my organs.
Well,
Is what
Kira
I'm trying
told
to
me
say.
that you guys were going to be trying diapers soon.
Yeah. He's gonna be diaper maxing.
Kira is
out
going
there.
to be trying diapers.
Oh.
I am
She's
going
finally
to,
old enough.
Yeah, she's finally old enough to be. Yeah. I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait to get old enough to where I get to make fun of my wife for wearing diapers. assuming you get married and you live that long, it's got to be fun to like make fun of your spouse or be like, you shit your diaper, and then they're just like, yeah, I guess, fuck you,
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
at that point, do you just not wear a diaper and have your like significant other wipe your ass and be like, clean my fucking pants, I'm going to take a shower.
Oh, you would wear a diaper, and your significant other would help you change the diaper, I guess.
Changing
But
my
if you can
significant
change-
other diaper in
if
a
you can change your
non-sexual
own
sense.
diaper-
I don't know if I could do that, Eric.
If you
In
can
a
change your own diaper,
non-sexual
you can
sense?
wipe your ass. Is all I'm saying. Like, so if
I
you
don't
need
know
help
if that's
with it,
true.
the
How
other
are you
person-
gonna powder
if-
your own ass?
What if you lived that long, but you had that fetish where you like diapers?
Oh, and you finally get to like they're saying no your entire life.
Also-
you live long enough, you're both in your 80s, and you're like, hell yeah. They're like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're like, yeah, you are. You're gonna fucking crinkle up, baby.
You don't get.
Anyway, to answer your question, Patrick, very obviously, when you're old enough that you need to use diapers, but you're not necessarily, you're having a hard time getting back there to powder your own ass,
Yes.
obviously what you do is you stand up on your hands, you hold the powder upside down in between your feet, and then you shake your feet up and down,
Dude, if I had a nickel
And then,
for every
you
time
know,
my mother did that,
Easy peasy,
Yeah,
powdered
If I
ass.
had a dime for every time I ran, like
That's how I
went to
do
my
it.
grandmother's house and saw my grandpa like standing on his hands getting
Yeah, just
powdered in
powdering
the
his
ass.
ass.
yeah. Did your grandparents put powder on their face? Is that a
No.
thing your
Like
grandparents
makeup
did?
powder?
Yeah, like makeup
Oh
powder.
yeah, like my
I
grandma
mean,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
like
grandma.
well, that's
did.
not a thing anymore, like
What
fucking.
the fuck are you talking about?
it
No,
is.
I mean like women don't powder their fucking face. We have like concealer and shit now. We have more advanced makeup that's not powder. No one powders their fucking face
They
anymore.
absolutely do.
Do they?
Yes.
I mean,
Powdering is
goth
still
women maybe.
No. It just depends. There's different kinds of like foundation and stuff like that, and it's all technically in a powder form, and you use tiny little brushes and stuff.
It's in a
Do you
powder
forget
form,
your-
but it's caked in there as a
Yeah.
powder form. It's
I mean,
not
it's not like
powder
loose powder.
Exactly. Like
A
I
lot
was
of
gonna
places
say,
don't use loose powder. No.
right. What I was gonna say is like loose powder is gonna be like a thing of the past. Like that's gonna be us remembering only our grandparents, and then after them, and then no one will ever.
Oh,
I
I don't
can
remember
smell it
anyone
right
that's
now.
used a lot of like loose powder. Most of them all use, unless you're talking about like talcum powder or baby
No, my
powder and
grandmother
stuff.
had like a thing. It was like a music box that was full of like powder, and she had a powder little puff, fucking brush, whatever.
Fair enough.
What if it-
Actually,
what
yeah,
if it
that is
wasn't
archaic.
powder? What
I
if-
haven't really seen
What
that.
if it was all cocaine?
if it was all cocaine,
Yeah, she didn't even have any makeup.
then I wasted so much cocaine. That's all. I mean, like if it,
And she just had to play it off because she couldn't
Exactly.
get mad at.
Yeah.
She's like, no, that's just foundation.
considering she's the one that let me drink Boone's Farm at like
Imagine-
9 years
It
old,
might have been
like,
cocaine.
It might have
Who
been
knows?
cocaine.
Imagine
might've
you
gotten
had
wild.
a serious cocaine habit. You have a serious stash. Everyone thinks it's
That would be
powder.
one hell of a stash.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
be like that little thing right there would be that full of cocaine.
Yeah.
That would be
So,
hundreds
You know,
of dollars
you
of
have
cocaine.
that. Your piece of shit grandson keeps coming and like fucking powdering his face, the gay piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yes.
Gay
Uh,
little piece of shit.
and like you're like fucking keep taking
And you're
all my
more
cocaine.
mad that he's using your cocaine and that
Yeah.
instead of the fact that
Yeah.
he's obviously being molested by someone and
Yeah.
he's
for sure. Yeah,
powdering his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously. Because
I mean, this is Mississippi, so you might actually be upset that they're a little fairy boy.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I would probably.
How do you solve the situation?
I'd
of
call the
your
cops on
cocaine?
his ass. He obviously brought that all over here. It's his. He's into it. He's fucking addicted.
It's all over his
It's
face.
all over his fucking
officer.
face. How are you gonna? You gotta fucking stop him. He's a menace.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I might even like call the cops and then say on the line with 911 that he's attacking me, and then fire on him while I'm on the
Oh
phone.
my God.
And then plant a knife or something around because he goes into like a coke fueled craze. You know. So
Yes.
I mean, the obvious answer here
Little
is
fucker's been in here replacing all of my beauty products with baggies of cocaine for weeks, I assume. They're scattered all throughout all my makeup
it's all
containers.
over the house. I mean,
I keep
my
finding
makeup
more
stuff.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah. He's been stashing it here.
My mother got mad that me and a guy lived in that house, and at one point that guy put a Buddha statue on the table that had all of her makeup on it, and my mom got mad because he was pagan shit. I mean,
Really?
like at the same time, that guy was a
Lame.
piece of
Should
shit.
not know Jesus and Buddha are best friends.
They've got a whole anime about it.
Yeah.
I need to show her that.
Yes.
I really should. I should show my parents. What is that
Yes.
called? Soju Best
Your
Boys or something?
parents are so much more tolerant of stuff now that you've showed them Evangelion.
Yeah, now that they have seen the depravity that I have
now that
laid
you've
before
shown
them.
BoJack
BoJack Horseman,
Yeah.
Evangelion. I should do
What was
Kill la Kill and see if they can take it. Like I should start specifically picking things that I know will make them be like, what is this?
exposure therapy them to like
Exactly.
being weebs.
What do I start with Gurren Lagann and then go to Kill la Kill
Yeah,
because
you wanna
Gurren
start
Lagann's a little
like
A little more grounded.
a little bit more grounded?
Yeah.
it's not as in your face.
Yeah, I would
don't
find
Hold off before going fully cooly.
I would find Fully Cooley is easier to watch. It's 6 episodes.
Okay,
So much
yeah, it is
easier to watch
super
than Kill la
short.
Kill.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill's 2
Have you shown
seasons
them
long.
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, we watched Cowboy Bebop like fucking 2nd or 3rd. Like I think the first thing
Cowboy
we watched
Bebop's
was
really easy to digest for a Westerner, though.
Yeah, but my parents still found it like boring because I find it boring at parts.
It
like
is a bit boring in the middle.
There are parts of Cowboy Bebop where it's like this just isn't a good episode.
It's just like it's
Well,
just,
good night, folks. We're ending the podcast early. The other 2 hosts have come down with a critical case of gunshot wounds to the chest.
Yeah,
3 in Patrick and 2 in Will.
That leaves 1 bullet, buddy.
No, it doesn't. It's a 5-shot revolver.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, there'd be 3 in Will too. But
Okay,
anyway,
I like them
Sorry.
Second.
Yeah,
Ah,
I like that you got shot second.
given the
That's good.
choice,
No,
of how
actually
am I
shot
having
me,
5?
then you, then me, then you, then me, and then he shot you again, and then went back to me, and he couldn't get another bullet out of it. He was disappointed.
That was like 7. that
But
you
yeah,
just
there's like
rattled off,
there's
but-
the fucking there's the Cowboy Bebop thing where the girl's trying to, she's got like a fucking yin yang calendar, and she's trying to find her
You
grandpa.
were literally just talking about Taoism.
I
just
know,
a
but
second
that is
ago, but
not a
you've
good
never
episode because
seen
it's not Taoism.
like
She's just doing
the
fucking
big mandala thing or whatever.
Yeah, I know, but she's like
You've never seen those
dousing and shit.
boards?
It's just not a good episode.
That's
one
totally
of,
Taoism.
Like,
I know, but it's one of the more boring episodes of Cowboy Bebop because it doesn't go into Taoism. It's just a magical board that she does dousing on, and that's it. There's no other
Yeah,
cool
it is
shit.
essentially just a dowsing rod.
Yeah,
she-
it's just such a
in all
boring
fairness.
episode. Like
It's
the
just a thing that
fucking
points where to go.
the fucking lady who's a trucker episode is better than that one.
I like the lady who's a trucker episode.
Yeah, me too. I can't remember what
Okay.
that episode's called, but
So
fucking,
you said that like that's a low point in the series.
No,
Just like,
I mean,
no, that's
like,
a great standalone episode.
you're right. It is a good standalone episode.
That's like one you can show to someone out of context,
That one,
and they're like,
the
"Oh, this
chess
is nice."
episode.
Actually,
What's the worst episode of Cowboy Bebop?
the worst episode.
Is it the penultimate episode?
What, the last episode?
No, penultimate, second to last. Yeah,
No.
because the last episode's really good, but the second to last episode is kind of like.
The second to last episode is like anxiety-inducing build-up kind of deal.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, second to last episode is where what's her name?
Because
gets
that's
shot.
when they get Julia back in
Yeah, Julia
there,
gets shot.
and Julia's like there.
Yeah.
Like I think they tease her in the episode right before that.
You know the
at
worst
very
part
end
about
with
this?
Faye.
The worst part about this is we're going to be sitting here trying to remember the worst episode of Cowboy Bebop when Cowboy Bebop's worst episode will be the one we won't remember. Like, it's got to be, by kind of default, the least memorable.
Also, to be fair, Cowboy Bebop's worst episode is still better than half the shit we watched. these
Sure.
days, but
Worst episode. Episode 4, that would be
4.
Burger King foot lettuce. Let me see. First episode is Dog? First episode is Ein?
No. First
No.
episode.
First
is
episode's
the red eye
red eye
tango
stuff.
thing.
Second episode's Dog.
Second episode
Is
is
dog. Third
yes.
episode is Faye.
Yeah, I think third episode is Faye.
Fourth episode is second Faye episode, I think. Second half.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Where
Like
she
they
goes
run-
to the doctor, and the doctor like gives her a car or whatever, and she flies away or
Episode 4
something.
is Getaway Shuffle.
The Getaway Shuffle.
I don't know. I'm just taking a shot in the
Oh,
dark.
okay. That sounds realistic. For that, if that was a Cowboy Bebop episode, I would have believed you.
No, it is. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. The episode 4 is the worst one.
Oh, okay. Getaway
What are
Shuffle.
you doing? IMDb ratings or something? What are you looking at over there?
He's high. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, what's the synopsis for episode 4?
Ever since escaped convict Twinkle Maria Murdoch took over the Space Warriors Ecological Group.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
a
that's
great,
a great
the
episode.
penguin
Yeah, I
episode.
love that episode.
No, that's the
Never mind.
penguin
Oh, no.
episode.
All right, skip forward. It
Yeah.
can't be that episode.
Can't be
That's
that
a great
one.
episode.
Yeah, like I looked it up. The first one is Boogie Woogie Feng Shui, which I'm pretty sure is the fucking dousing
Boogie
episode.
Woogie Feng Shui. Yeah. I was actually kind of thinking about it, I was like, that actually might be the worst
Yeah,
episode.
it's not a good episode.
No, it's still good. It's just like, I mean, you know what? I'm going to qualify that. It's a 7 out of 10. It's
There's a lot of
good.
people apparently
It's
who
not-
think Piero LaFaux is the worst episode. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's the little floaty guy?
Yeah, floaty clown guy. Floaty horror episode. There's 2 horror episodes. One's a clown and one's
What
like
about
the thing.
Mushroom Samba?
Mushroom
I
Samba
don't
is
like
also
Mushroom
a
Samba.
classic.
I don't like it, but I understand why people do. Yeah, I know.
Yep,
It's
Frog.
It's one of those things where I'm like, okay, nothing happens in this episode.
If you don't like Ed, you're not going to like Mushroom Samba.
yeah.
If you like Ed, you're going to love Mushroom
Do you like
Samba.
the scene in the movie where Ed goes and meets a transvestite and he's like, "Ooh, who are you, little boy?" And she goes, "Ed's a little girl." He goes, "Get out of here." Yeah. I did not remember that line being in that movie, and I was like, "Oh, fuck."
I've only seen the movie like once or twice. I
Really,
wanna
it's
say.
so good.
It was good. I
It's-
remember it.
It's
but
way better than like I thought it would be.
I
It's
mostly
just-
watched that on Adult Swim as it was coming out, and
Oh.
then I kept watching the reruns over and over again because
Yeah.
it was pretty rewatchable for me, especially at the time.
You-
Remember when we
you
had
seem
to
like-
wait for anime to come on TV?
Yeah. What was the first anime you watched like completely not on television where you were like, I get to watch this at my pace?
Naruto.
Naruto? I was
It was
thinking
a good one to have your own pace.
Yeah, because it's like YouTube. YouTube had Naruto
It
on
did.
it. Yeah.
I would have to
They
watch
played
it in
Naruto rerun for years. Anyone could have watched it at any
I
time.
remember seeing the first
Naruto.
Naruto
They're still
commercial
actually-
and
they're
I
still
shit
doing
myself.
Naruto
There was a
reruns
guy-
to this day.
I hate this fact, but I remember where I was in my life where I saw the first Naruto commercial because I had been reading it in Shonen Jump, and my little, I don't know, 11-year-old ass, I lost my fucking mind. I was in Florida in like some famous rich ass dude's house that my parents' boss knew.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
saw it on the
Some
TV,
guy
and I
named
ruined it for
Jeffrey.
everybody. Yeah, some guy. He had like his own island, but
Yeah.
like this was like one of his own
Yeah,
little
they had
things.
great internet over there.
private
Yeah, dude,
jet,
100.
I heard.
They used to hook it
Well,
up
yeah,
to these
that's how we got
cameras,
there.
and I have trouble remembering after that. But
I mean, I
Um,
remember the jet, but I don't remember being on the jet.
Do you remember being in a dentist office?
No, I don't remember.
I remember candy, but I never remember eating a lot of it.
I was gonna say I remember them giving me a lollipop afterwards. I don't know if that was the dentist. It might have been. I've been on a private jet before. Have I told either of you that?
Nah.
Yeah, I literally have been in a private jet before. It was very strange. I did not very much care for it.
Do you guys ever want to like get in a pickup and like do that thing where you chain up to another pickup and you like go the opposite direction and see who pulls who?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if I want to do it in a pickup, but I would definitely want to do it in like a muscle car or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As long as I had a proper, anchor on the back of my car.
Yeah,
or something,
it's them. They're your anchor.
No, I mean like you need like a stud or something connected to the frame.
You know
of your
what?
Car,
Also, a good
or
point
else
is
you'll
like
just rip pieces off of your car, like
or
an idiot.
possibly you could rip the
happen.
chain in half. I feel like you would be more likely to rip the chain in half.
Possibly.
Like if
It
you
depends
in
on the
another
chain.
car fucking hightail it as
Does
fast
we're
it
as
chain on
you
the
assuming-
chain? Like what if it's a tow chain?
I don't know. Like can tow chains like can they hold up to two cars in separate directions going 0 to 60?
Hold on, because we need to establish a little bit of a boundary here, or how this experiment works.
What if it's made
Are
of
we
mithril?
starting with the chain taut and then seeing who has enough horsepower to pull the other, or are we
that's a good
starting
point, I guess.
with a
No,
length
you
of
never
chain
start
on the
with
ground?
a taut. It's just like you hook.
And then you go as
both
fast as
bumpers
you
are
can
like,
in
yeah,
both
both
directions.
bumpers are like this close to each other, starting or a little
Fast
bit.
and Furious rules.
And then you just
I've never seen Fast and Furious.
and
How
you go,
long is the chain in this thought?
30 feet. Give them 15
whatever.
feet either direction.
Hold on.
You know,
what's
just be-
the standard? What's a tow chain?
I thought you were just gonna say Google what is
So
standard
we're not
chain
giving
length.
them like 100 yards apiece. They're gonna be at like 5-10 miles per hour max when they hit.
Yeah, probably. I guess.
So we're not talking, because if they get to if you give them each 300 or 400 yards and like a huge chain,
Is 48 inches
then
a lot?
yeah, it would just
Is that enough?
rip.
Is 48 inches a lot? What, long or thick?
For a dick?
Long.
I was gonna
Huge.
say it really depends.
For a height of a man, that would be exceedingly short.
For a white man,
How about we
absolutely.
just-
For
how
a
about we
black
go-
man,
4
no,
feet.
not at all. Yeah, it's
48
4
inches is
it's
4
Well,
4
feet.
feet.
let's go with 10 feet then.
Okay. 10
Okay.
feet of chain.
So 120 inches now.
Boom, bamboo.
I don't know.
4 times the length of a usual.
I don't know about that. I mean,
4 times the length
I
of
don't
usual.
well,
You just said that a usual was 48
well, my
inches.
chain is about,
And
you
now
know,
you're saying that 100 is 4 times 48.
I don't know about you guys. My chain's about 24 inches. I just generally, I don't like to talk about it a lot because it's kind of like, faux pas. But for a white guy, I think my chain's pretty good.
Is that why you can't have sex?
Look, man, I just have a standard issue chain, and it does all the work I need it to do, and I'm fine with that.
Will's over here with a fucking toe chain, 48 inches wide, like 6 inches long.
Oof.
I'm sorry, Will. I didn't mean to.
There's a
out you.
limit
I
to
didn't
the
mean to out-
advantage of girth.
Yeah, there really is. At some point, you just can't get it into a truck anymore.
Well,
I mean, that is, yeah.
it is a disability.
Yeah, I know you get they increased Medicaid for you this year.
This is why no one wants to use his chain.
I know. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to say that, Will. I'm sorry.
I hope we
Hey,
haven't
did you,
become too personal.
you want to know about the most recent dinosaur I learned about? The Afro-Venator.
What color is he?
It was like a green and striped dinosaur.
I've
Is
lost
this
interest.
is this a known skin pattern? Is this one of the 3
It
dinosaurs that
lived
we
in-
actually know what their coloring
It
and
lived
skin
in
looked like?
Niger.
Did it?
You sure it's pronounced that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, hey,
How many
They have
teeth did
another.
it have?
Yeah, I was gonna say how many teeth did it have. I'm
a
pretty
lot,
sure
but
there's
not 500.
Okay.
Something
Are
interesting.
there any
I
dinosaurs
learned.
with 500
So,
teeth?
did you know that in Niger that the people are called Nigerians?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
this-
Nigeria, people are called Nigerians.
Yeah. That happens sometimes.
Which is
that's-
crazy.
That is weird actually.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. That is the
what you should be calling them is. Oh, I see the
But
problem.
like on
Hold
on
on.
paper, it looks
Oof.
the
You
exact
should be calling
same.
them Nigers.
But no, on
Obviously.
paper it's spelled the exact same.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, well, one's got
what
a
do you
little.
want to call them? The Nigerese?
I don't know. It's just interesting.
Also, who decides which one ends in E's and like Ia
The
or
fucking
like
whoever
whatever?
Merriam-Webster.
Because the crazy shit is, I would say they decided it and then we called it, but no, we
They
make up
with,
names for
they
people.
with parentheses.
Anyone who isn't us.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
So yes,
Anyone
the
who isn't
Jews.
us, we make
Like
up new
the
names
They
for them.
with parentheses.
Like
Israel.
I don't understand why we make up
Well, I don't
new
know.
names.
The Chinese were probably like, no, we're the Chinese.
No,
No.
they're not
They're
called
not
the Chinese.
Called,
they're
no,
not.
no, they're
No.
not.
What are they called?
God damn it.
Key something.
Hold on.
I could ask Kira. She worked with Chinese people. She knows. They have like their own little fucking silly word for
It's
it.
like
kinda
Japan is called Nippon.
Yeah, or
Nihon.
Nihon.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and that's a whole nother fucking box
And they
of
don't call
monkeys.
themselves Nipponese either.
Yeah, no.
but like-
Nipponese is like a slang, or it's like a slur.
I was about to say that sounds like a slur.
Yeah, because
It's
you
like
know
a World
why?
War II
During
slur.
World War II, we called them short. It was the Nipponese, but we called them. Can't say that.
I was
Little-
talking about the
little-
things at the ends of my breasts, obviously.
Ah, good. Okay.
Nipples.
My
yes.
nipples.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah.
They kind of
Sometimes
look like,
shortened to my nips.
They kind of look like goblins.
Yeah.
Like they would be on a
Hey,
plane.
if I scrunch
and-
him up like this, looks like he's got a little face, see?
Oh, and his eyes are so thin.
What? Wink.
Ooh.
I know, right?
How'd you do that with his eyes being that thin in the first place? I didn't know they could get any more closed.
It's all angle. You know, you got to kind of like adjust the angle a little bit. That's why I tilted my shoulders just
They
a
get
hair.
kind of flushed when you drink too. I've seen that. I've noticed that. They seem to
Oh,
more than most people.
They are in fact sentient faces.
Okay.
That has something to do with a curse. I might have run over a gypsy woman the other day.
Okay.
But
the important part is that they are melanated, and I'm proud of you for that.
yes.
Actually, melanated gypsy curse is a great name for this
Melanated
episode.
gypsy curse.
That's a great name for this episode.
I have been
Yeah,
pulling
I've
up my
got
shirt,
myself
looking
a-
at my nipples, like
Yeah, I've got a melanated gypsy curse.
on my nips.
Yeah. What is it, Will?
Did you see that some guy wants to crowdfund buying Spirit Airlines?
Like, why aren't we helping him?
Yeah,
First
no,
off,
so
yeah.
like the way apparently it will work is no one's like giving money yet, but like you can pledge the cost of a ticket for Spirit Airlines,
Right.
and you'll get a share, and it's gonna work like you know how the Green Bay Packers work.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
how it
they're-
would kind of work.
Yeah, they're a government owned. They're like the only
Not
non-government owned like football
No,
team.
they're like
What?
they're publicly
yeah,
owned.
Yeah. The Packers are the only non-government owned football
It's
team.
not government. They're all the other teams are privately owned.
Oh, they're privately owned.
Yeah, because like the Ford family, for example, owns the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Oh right, yeah. People
But the
own
Green Bay
sports
Packers-
teams.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Such a
Is
weird
a
thing.
public is the public team.
So it's owned like it has shareholders
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird that they get away with just being that and then like having cheese and then like that's the like they just get to make money by being green and having people wear cheese hats.
I love them.
I used to be a big Green Bay Packers fan. That was my number one football team.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've actually been pro Packers.
Yeah, they
before,
suck.
Too.
Woo! I love the Packers.
They sucked for
I've worked
years.
out with Green Bay Packers before.
the actual Green Bay Packers.
Not the whole team, just like a few of them were at the same thing. We were doing the same workout together,
And
hanging
they
out
had
and stuff.
sex
It was pretty cool.
afterwards.
No, that was me.
They're
You're
really
thinking
nice.
of me having sex with Packers. And also that wasn't the Green Bay Packers. That was a different group.
What was
It was-
that
it was
guy's
just
name?
some-
That was just
It was
no.
just some
Well,
meat packers,
well,
and they were
Oh.
packing some meat.
I was gonna say. I don't know if they were actually. Well, sure. We'll just call them meat packers. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure that they were some sort of blue collar worker, considering how much grease and terrible thickness their skin had. Kind of like Eric. It's mostly
Take a
grease
fucking
and
shower. Eric.
thickness.
Jesus.
Fuck you.
You're basically one giant callus. Which
That's what a working man looks like, you softy.
there are people who
look at
actually,
your woman hands.
There are people who actually are like, they've spent their entire life on like fucking crab fishing vessels or something. Their skin's just destroyed from the salt in the air, and they're just one giant callus basically. Their whole like entire body's just covered in thickened, hardened skin. And I wonder sometimes if that would be less or more attractive to a woman.
Depends on the woman.
Yeah, because
Some
it has
like it.
well, it has
rough.
nothing to do with attractiveness. You know
Some
what I mean?
like it smooth.
I've been on this. I've been on the Truthers networks recently, and I've learned that women, they're not really. It doesn't matter what you look like. Women just care if you have money. You know what I mean? It's just money and how
Andrew,
big.
tell them.
Yes, it's money, how big your dick is,
It's money.
muscles.
How big your dick is.
Is that what he sounds like?
I don't know. He's got like a.
I've never listened to him.
He's got all over the damn place. I don't know. He doesn't really pick an accent.
I would prefer if he sounded like Jordan Peterson. Like, just from like seeing pictures of him, I would prefer if he just sounded like Jordan Peterson. It'd be nicer. Because he looks like he'd be a neo-Nazi, but if he sounded like Jordan Peterson, then it'd be funny.
Jordan Peterson apparently in the hospital.
What happened to him?
Apparently he got big sick.
Okay.
Hold on.
What did he get big sick with?
Jordan Peterson. Health.
Was it all the flying spaghetti monster hentai he's been indulging in?
It's a neurological injury.
Oh, so he had a stroke.
His wife Tammy Peterson stated he's in another realm of pain.
The fuck?
He
What?
He went
What?
to a different dimension.
Okay, yeah. Jordan
dimension is
Peterson
all
has
pain.
transcended our plane of existence and its mortal coil of pain. He is in a new dimension of
does
pain.
that make what's the fucking?
He's Hellraiser, dude.
Yeah,
he opened the
yeah,
box.
Yes.
Yeah, he opened the box, and they're here to collect. They're gonna show him what I don't remember what they fucking say.
You can
Chronic-
believe me or not, but it was Rufus French,
What was?
the NFL player we used to work
Oh,
out
okay,
with.
okay.
Chronic tardive acacia.
Chronic tardiacesia. You want to
Yeah.
try that one more time?
Right, tardive acacia.
No shit.
Good God, he looks like a shadow.
He was a very black man.
Yeah, like I can make out no.
Shadow.
I
Super
can
cool
make
dude,
no
though.
fucking facial features out of that. Patrick, put this picture up there. I can't make a single facial feature out of that.
It's not the best picture in the world.
Yeah, I know.
but
It's just like it's like a shadow of a man in a
to
football
be fair,
outfit.
the helmet is literally shadowing his face.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
What is it?
That's what he's suffering from.
Tardive akathisia, intense medication-induced restlessness stemming from previous psychiatric medication usage. What? As of May 2026, psychologist Jordan Peterson is stepping back from public life due to severe ongoing health issues, specifically described by his family as neurological injury and chronic tardive akathisia, intense medication-induced restlessness stemming from previous psychiatric medication usage. His wife Tammy Peterson stated he is in another realm of pain, so he's going through benzodiazepine withdrawals. That's what that tells me.
That's a really long-winded way of
saying
he was
like he got
taking benzos for
yeah,
too long.
Yeah,
and
he
he
got
stopped.
addicted. It's a really long-winded way of saying like he got addicted to pills. Like that's what that means. He got
it happens, I guess.
yeah. It happened to
enough.
me. It happened to Kira. It happened to you. We're waiting for it to happen to Will.
Apparently, the last time that he went through this, he went to Russia and was put into a medically induced coma until he was over like the withdrawal.
Imagine being so rich that you can just go to the hospital and be like, "Put me under until my body's over this. I want to wake up next month."
Yeah.
Like what? How?
That's such bullshit.
That's what the fuck is that? Like
I had to taper off of alcohol for a whole year.
right. Or like imagine you could just do heroin. You're like, I'm gonna do heroin for 6 months and then I'm just gonna get put in a coma for a month.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Whatever. Honestly, not that bad though. If I had that capability, I would do every
Why can't
drug
we
under the
freeze
sun.
people? Like,
Because we end up one, we can, and then we can lie to their loved ones and say that we can bring them back eventually.
Yeah.
When really all we've done is put them in a vat full of ice. But hey, well, you know, we can freeze people. It's just really down to, do they turn into the Terminator from Terminator 2 and explode, or do they?
would you do it if they could 100% freeze your cells and then guarantee you will unfreeze I don't know 1,000 years in the future?
Well, right now, Cryogenix can't do that. But if we're working off the pure hypothetical, I'm kind of ambivalent. If I had a reason to, I'd be fine with it, and it'd be interesting.
If I was like alone in the world.
Yeah, like right now I'm just
Yeah.
invested in my current timeline.
Yeah, of course.
you know?
Like I've got. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, to put me under. Actually, now I think about it. You know what? Maybe it'll be better next time around. I can just drop all this. It'll be fine. I'll wake up this whole
What if it
house
was like
full
one
of
of
anime
those situations-
figurines, and it'll all be
Where it's like
blown away
they just
in the
accept
wind.
anyone. Like you could just murder your family, go there. You're like, all right, just 1,000 years.
Yeah,
Let's just imagine
yeah.
this. Let's imagine it was just 100 years and I froze you in 2026.
Right.
Or I froze you in 1926. And now I unfroze you.
Yeah, you
Bam.
unfreeze me, and
know,
I'm
all your
like, have you
family's
learned how to
dead."
make me not gay yet? Has
Ooh.
science finally gotten to that point? You're like,
well,
we've got bad
I've-
news. And you just look outside. We're in Los Angeles County, California.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
on a pride parade
Yeah,
day.
San Francisco. Oh, god damn it. No,
No.
no,
No, it's spreading.
Put me back! Put me back! Yeah.
This is a LGBT funded hospital.
Yeah. This is it's
Your
Breaking
doctor's actually gay.
Why in my head did I want to say it's Breaking Bad if he was gay? That's
That's not.
It's not even
that's
close.
Really what a hospital's like.
No,
Patrick.
that's nowhere. It's not.
The only vague connection to that is that they're making a drug, which is, I guess, you use drugs to help treat sick people in hospitals.
I'm sorry, my brain connected the
Not that
two.
specific
He's
form
like
of
he's
that
having
drug,
a hard
though.
time rehabilitating to the world.
well,
He's just
yeah.
so severely homophobic.
Yeah, I mean, it was
and
just.
and like he meets a guy who makes like I don't know what drug do gay people like?
Poppers.
Ecstasy.
Poppers. Okay, and they make poppers.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He's-
ecstasy.
But
he
like,
learns he's
that-
really good at making poppers.
But the guy of course is gay too.
what you're describing is
and
the
like-
movie Party Monster with Macaulay Culkin.
Ah,
I've seen this
Um,
movie. It's not
okay.
very good. However, Breaking Bad, but Walter White is a homosexual is especially if you keep everything else exactly the same. Like nothing else has changed. He's still got a wife, like 2 children. Like,
He's a closeted gay
yeah, he's
man.
just a closeted homosexual. Honestly, that might add to the tension in ways that like
What, Walter? You're being gay?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
what do you mean I'm being gay?
What do you mean?
I'm not
gay?
being gay. Yeah, it would be
He's really mad about it.
Jeez,
Yeah,
Walt.
yeah.
Jeez, Walt, calm down. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
yeah.
Do you need some help? In
Oh
that?
no, the scene where he closes he's Hank's like pretty sure that Walter is Heisenberg, and they like comes and confronts him, and he closes the door to the carport.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah, and then the door closes and they're just staring at each other, and Walter just leans in to kiss him. It'd be an entire. You could do so much with
As
Walter
like
White.
slowly, his face getting closer and closer. He's starting to close his eyes. He's like, I know, Walter. He's
What? Oh,
Yeah.
who told you?
Aren't you just being sneaky?
I am the one who knocks.
Oh my
Did you know that when they filmed that scene of like him dramatically closing the carport door, the first time that they filmed it, the carport door like malfunctioned.
Yeah, I saw that.
It got stuck and it just wouldn't do anything. They like tried to close it 3 times before they both broke. I
That's funny.
wonder when like there's like good ass shit like that in a movie that's just like so it's serendipitous, where I'm like, I wonder if that was like actually in the script, or if they just like fucked up, like
I
if
wish
something
we had
broke.
more blooper reels at the end of movies.
I wish we had more blooper reels in general.
Yeah.
Blooper reels fucking rule.
Because like
Blooper reels
back in the day,
slapped
the
back in
reason
the
you
day,
didn't get
yeah.
a lot of blooper reels is because
Wait, what? Back in
was
the
a
day, they
waste of-
had blooper reels.
they did, but like you didn't want a lot of them, and you couldn't do a lot of them because you only had so much tape. So it was like a real treat to have them.
Yeah, if you fucked up, they'd get mad at you because you were wasting
Well, yeah.
literal film.
But now
Yeah.
with digital like shit, I wish they would just automatically include them,
really,
'cause,
yeah,
like,
they
'cause
could.
there's no tape to waste.
Why is there no Star Wars
There's still
Episode
a lot
1
of time.
blooper reels?
Yeah.
Like, why is there no Darth Maul fighting like Qui-Gon Jinn and he like accidentally fucks up cutting him in half? Like that kind of stuff. Like there should be so much. Well, I guess Obi-Wan cuts him in half, but still, point stands. How does he kill Qui-Gon? Does he
Probably just
stab
because
him?
usually when they fuck up, it's not.
Qui-Gon goes for an overhead swing, and he Maul bumps him in the head with his like double bladed lightsaber, and then cuts him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does the classic hit him, but not where they're expecting
Oh
it.
no, he doesn't cut him
Instead
down.
of hitting him with either
He,
blade, he bumps him and then he
and then-
spins around and stabs him from behind.
that's it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought he like
Mhm.
stabbed him. He just like he
He
gets
was
like a
facing
very,
away when he stabbed
yeah,
him.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah. Got to have that cool factor.
Is there
in
anything cooler than that scene with the fucking like laser walls where they're fighting Darth
Not in that
Maul?
movie.
Yeah,
It's,
the
that's
pod.
for sure.
No, the pod race.
The
Pod race is great. And
It's not
I'm
cool.
not going
it's
to.
great though. It's like it's fantasy in action.
this is
Yeah, I
pod
say fuck
racing.
the haters. The pod race was
Yeah,
great,
no,
and that
pod
pod
race is
racing
great.
video game was great.
right.
But
There's a new game that's coming out. That's a new pod racing game.
Shouldn't
I
it already
hope
come
that
out?
that's.
Huh?
I thought that already came out.
No, it got announced like 2-3 weeks ago.
Nah.
I'm talking about like a modern ass like real pod racing game that's Star Wars licensed that they are making that is just pod racer,
Would you pod?
but they put more stuff in it.
Would you pod race?
In real life?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do NASCAR or anything else like that. So
No, well, the
probably
answer, the
not.
question is, like, would I? If I got the option to do
If you had the
NASCAR,
means.
if I had the means, like the
Like-
problem
like-
is it's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Like the problem is like
Yeah.
pod
the
racing
problem
is like
is technically humans can't do it.
Yeah,
pod
Jedi
racing-
reflexes are essentially a necessity.
how many people died in the pod race in episode 1?
Like everyone
Like I would
except like
say
Anakin and Sebulba.
60%.
Yeah, I would say about 60%. So that's one race, right?
yes.
So I'm
yeah.
like-
that
I'm
wasn't even like. Well, no, it was like the final race. Wasn't
yes,
it?
it was.
I have like 20 people, like 6 people.
No, I don't think I
But
would.
are we assuming how many deaths are we assuming the average race? At least 2, right?
Was that specifically like
How
supposed to
many
be a
people are in
dangerous
it?
race?
Because apparently you're
One has
kind
to
of
assume it's always
you're low key allowed to kill your opponents.
8 per race, right?
Hell, not even low key. Just they're fine if you just pull out a gun and shoot the engine. Like they don't give
Yeah,
a shit.
It's true.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty loose.
Honestly, if you're a Jedi, why don't you just make all of your money doing pod racing and then like killing
Well,
everybody
you're
with
a-
force
you're
push?
Some people do
A
that.
monk.
That's true. You're a monk, but like, what if
you
you're
don't
a
need
shitty
money.
monk?
The Republican pays you on welfare.
That's true.
What do you mean?
The Republicans do really love their Jedis.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, you're like essentially their private
welfare.
spec ops army.
Yes.
Republicans love welfare.
Yeah, it's true.
It's the truest statement we've said on this entire
Whatever happened to
podcast.
the
we
female
learned
Yoda.
apparently. What was the difference
Yaddle?
percentage in like federal versus?
Oh, yeah, so the state money that so Mississippi itself brought in like $7.3 billion in revenue, like, you know, through taxes and shit. And then they brought in $12.6 billion in federal revenue. So like we just mostly live off the federal government by like a massive, like almost double what we're actually able to bring in for ourselves is given to us by the federal government. So that means about 66% of every dollar used to fund something in Mississippi is federal money.
Yeah, we don't make money worth a dick.
I know, we got to start growing weed, dude. Like
Well, we used to have these crops we were growing, but there was a trick to it.
there really was, and we can get
w-
back to that trick. That's
I
not
don't-
that trick is still here. We can still use it.
To be fair, actually, now that I say that out loud, though, I think that the general percentage of people who had a fuckload of money in the state of Mississippi is probably around the same nowadays.
That trick's still here.
'Cause
It's
it was only a
still
few
dark
people.
and it's still usable. The soil.
I think they'll.
Yes, the dark soil.
The
Yeah, the
soil
dark
here is
so-
still
yes.
great.
Yeah, the soil
You
here
just
is
can't
amazing.
get a profit off of it worth a damn. A lot of people have switched to growing weed.
Yeah, that
Now that's
dark ass
legal.
soil. Will was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you got to pay $2,000 to get a license to,
a
to
year.
grow weed."
Oh, every
And
year.
I was like, "Yeah, dude, if you can,
Well,
if you can start a
presumably
business,
you could need to be making more than $2,000 a year to fucking run a business.
it's going
anyway.
to cost $50,000 for equipment."
My complaint. He's misrepresenting my complaint. My
go ahead.
complaint is that it's not treated like tobacco. Tobacco, as long as you're not selling it and you have no business intentions, you can grow as much fucking tobacco as you can want.
Patrick, just replace all of this with the sound of a crying baby.
That would be because it's not legal for recreational use yet. It would have to be legal for anyone to have it if that were the case. It would have the only difference would need to be like tobacco and alcohol, and the only difference would need to be it has a age restriction.
Well, I would say it should be about. I think we all feel that
It's
way.
gonna be a minute.
I worked with a guy whose grandfather got the fucking feds called on him because he grew tobacco and they thought it was weed. And the feds apparently came down in a helicopter with the local sheriff. And the local sheriff came down and was like, "Doug, the feds tell me you got a weed farm in your forest." And he was like, "I do." let's go find it. And they went out there, and it was just a field of tobacco. And apparently the feds got pissed, got back in the helicopter and flew off, and him and the sheriff went and got beer. And I was like, that is the most Mississippi thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, also, what a giant fucking waste of federal funds, you dipshits.
Yeah, I mean, they were
I
ready
bet
to
the feds were pissed because a lot of them are about to get chewed out by the others.
Yeah, I bet that was $10,000 easy worth of money.
All the people they had
to
pay, the fuel for the fucking helicopter, the helicopter pilot, you have to pay a different rate.
Granted, they didn't use any ammo, thank God. There were no black people there, so they could at least save some money there. No dogs, no black people. Honestly, I'm trying to think of anything else that could have caused them to actually shoot somebody, but I can't think of anything.
Gay hadn't been invented yet. So.
Yeah, no, that was way, way, way later.
Mm-hmm.
Walter White wasn't gay yet.
Oh, did you guys see that the CIA leaked that Iran still has like 70% of all of their arsenal?
I thought it was that they had spent more of their arsenal, but they had hit more
the reason
military
it's more than a
installations.
shrug-worthy comment, Eric, is the fact that like we're constantly being told, literally by everyone in the administration, that we've completely and utterly destroyed.
Yeah, that everything is complete. No. I love that every single time anybody talks, they're like, the mission's done. We did it.
Yeah, like they're done. We've won.
They say that every day.
I know. Isn't that?
You know,
but that's the problem, though. We're being lied to.
Imagine if they had done that with the war in Iran.
And we should have a problem with it.
I do, but nobody cares.
It's true. He's right. No one.
Obviously, people care.
No, I mean everybody already assumes they're lying. Yeah, that's the part.
And we should be doing something about it.
What? What could you possibly
stop working strike, wildcat strike?
Like I said, I'm not big on
stop the war machine.
I'm not big on non-violent protest. You get me a plan together where maybe, say, a certain orange individual is going to an airport. You can get maybe a Brazilian online
I've got a bag
artist.
Of oranges in a car.
You find me maybe a Brazilian artist online who does YouTube stuff to draw out the maps and everything, and maybe we can make something happen. I'm going to use a scope this time for sure, but I can make things happen. Is all I'm saying.
This reminds me of like that skit from the Wise Kids, where they're like, it's illegal to say, I want to kill the person.
Yeah. It's a great skit.
Yes, it is.
The fucking bears on the moon. Moon bears? We wouldn't happen to be going to war with Iran today, would we? You got me. I it's a shame that man is dead.
It's a shame the government killed him.
It's true. It's a shame that the government killed him. Just like Martin Luther King. He had a dream. And it was
weirdly true statement on the second half there. Weirdly true statement.
Have you been seeing? I've been seeing more. So recently, people have been doing more like independent tests, and like more conspiracy has been abounding about the Charlie Kirk shooter.
Independent tests in what capacity?
As in like people on YouTube have been shooting like ballistic dummies in the neck with like the same gun they're claiming the shooter used, and it just does not look at all like the video.
I wonder if that's because the bullet tumbled or something, but my dad has shot that exact same gun and is like, yeah, you could do that. It'd be pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen a lot.
My dad was big on that when it happened.
I didn't even want to see that, but somebody put it right in front of my fucking face.
I literally went out and looked for it and then laughed when I saw it.
It was impossible.
I embarrassed my wife because we were in an OBGYN clinic, and I pulled it up on Twitter and I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again and laughed again, and then I watched it like 5 more times. I will never not enjoy watching Charlie Kirk die. I will be, if there is a man that does not enjoy watching Charlie Kirk die, I am dead. That's all I mean. Because some people, they just deserve to die. And any human being who sits under a giant tit that says, prove me wrong, as a job.
Who's advocating for gun violence.
I don't care what you do. You sit under a giant tent that just is labeled "Prove me wrong."
You die.
You deserve to get shot to death.
Yeah.
There's a level of hubris where it makes me happy that there is a level of hubris that it will get you shot.
You're like, he's too cocky.
He is. Yeah. I mean, it's the same with Donald Trump or like literally any Republican.
Oh, did you guys see?
Actually, AOC. Bernie Sanders is the only one who seems to be humble. Actually, most politicians, you could shoot most of them. However, Charlie Kirk specifically sitting under a tent that says "Prove me wrong," or what's his name, the fucking Mug Club guy.
Mud Club guy?
Yeah, the fucking he's Steven Crowder.
Oh.
Like Steven Crowder's big thing was that he sat at a table in college campuses
Yeah.
with a sign that said "Prove me wrong."
Right. It's
And,
the
like,
meme.
Yeah, I mean, like the biggest thing that you can do to prove somebody wrong is just pull out a Glock and kill them. And I would pay money to see somebody. I would literally probably pay $1,000 to see somebody pull out a 1911 and kill Charlie Kirk at a table that says "Prove me wrong." Like, especially if like the bullet is ingrained with like proof through a 3D,
Yeah.
like with a laser or something.
My bullet. Here's my argument.
Yeah,
Bang.
if all the shells just say proof on it, then I would actually give somebody $1,000.
My sources.
Yeah, I would.
Here's my sources.
The bullet on the front, the front of the bullet just says proof on the very front, and then the shell just says my source, and then a very long Wikipedia URL. Like one of the ones that you get if you copy directly from Google.
Make it a QR code.
and put the QR code on the firing pin.
Yeah. The QR code gets to be on the firing pin.
No. You have to graph the QR code onto the firing pin so that it stamps the primer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the gun can have Neil deGrasse Tyson on it. Just because like there's nothing that would just like that would be a perfect little object to put in there.
And the name of the gun is All Facts.
Like, I hate to say it, I don't give a shit what Charlie Kirk stood for. I don't give a shit. I just like the fact that if a man sits under a tent that says "Prove me wrong," he gets shot to death. That makes me feel good at the end of the day. That makes me feel like when I get up in the morning, I'm not doing the wrong thing by not sitting under a tent and making millions of dollars, by sitting under a tent that says "Prove me wrong."
You know, I think this might be the first time I ever truly thought, like, wait a minute, isn't "prove me wrong" inherently flawed reasoning?
Inherently?
Yes, because it's not "prove me wrong," it's "prove yourself right."
Yeah, that's prove
you don't
right.
disprove a negative or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
that's
the
not
burden
the point.
of proof. The burden of proof lies with the person who claims it's not true.
If you want to claim that this is true, you have to bring the proof.
Right.
It's not the other way
that
around.
is true.
And the internet gave these people that idea.
They already had all those fucking shit out there. People have already read that shit. They just don't believe that accounts to it being true.
Yeah.
Which the honest truth is, you know,
There's no such thing as truth.
well,
like,
yeah,
that's the honest
They're
truth.
both true.
Yes.
Like, they're always both true, and that's the disappointing news, guys.
Inherently, truth is
Immigrants
perspective.
are sometimes fucking criminals, and sometimes they're innocent victims, and
Sometimes they're
your
literally
best friend.
babies. Sometimes they're
Sometimes
literally
they're
babies.
in fact, all of them are babies at some point.
Do you guys hear about the fucking Mexico cartel civil war that's going on? So ever since
No,
that,
but I guess fuck them.
yeah, well, yes. First off,
Definitely, it's kind of like with the Iran thing. It's just like to a certain degree, fuck Iran,
Right.
But like, you know, I don't, you know, not.
let me
not the
tell you. Let me tell
schoolgirls.
you a
What the
couple of
fuck?
facts that I think you'll really like about this.
Dumbass. Like,
They
no,
killed that.
obviously not them.
They killed that guy El Mencho. I'm sure you remember this. The Mexican government killed the guy in charge of like a big cartel.
Yeah,
it was
didn't
like
they
a
get
huge
super
deal.
pissed about that.
Yeah, they
for a
got
while?
super pissed, and then so that created not a power vacuum, but it created a capacity for a war between what had been two groups that were growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So back in the 90s and the 80s, like the Pablo Escobar kind of things, you had the Mexican cartel, and it was all like kind of one organized thing.
Mhm.
Now it's all these little things in different areas. People who were like, you know, they hold on to a region or whatever, little dots. And then most of those pledge allegiance to some bigger cartel that's kind of like that big region. Like there's a north and a south. And then there's a couple little guys that are like the most violent, that are the outsiders even in that. They're the ones that will like cut your throat open, pull your heart out, like that kind of thing. Because they want territory. They don't care about drugs. They care about you paying them money if you go through their territory.
Mhm.
So this guy dying has allowed a civil war between these two big North and South groups that have all these little tiny guys under them.
Mhm.
So now there's this giant war, basically.
That guy was consolidating a lot of the power between factions.
Yeah. So then now it's kind of like it's a real, in a weird way, it's kind of Mexican like romance
Would
of
you
the Three
say
Kingdoms.
it's a Mexican standoff?
Yeah, it's just a sombrero.
Patrick, play the sombrero music.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just play like
Cucaracha.
play the Israeli fucking
La Cucaracha.
Uh,
I don't think that was the right music.
yeah, you're right. That's not the right music.
No, wait, no. Their president's Jewish. Never mind.
Did you see
it's the
that?
right. It's the right one. We're good.
The director of the FBI, Kash Patel, is suing.
Also Jewish.
He's brown. I don't know if he's Jewish.
I don't know, but he is suing the Atlantic journalist who reported that he's an alcoholic.
Did he sue them? I thought they were investigating them.
No, he's suing them. Well, the
Okay.
FBI did raid their house.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could sue them for whatever. You can legally sue somebody for anything. Then it goes to discovery, which makes me think that, within all likelihood, he's actually not an alcoholic, because
I guess
that
we'll
would-
find out if discovery.
Yeah,
happens.
that would if he's the one who's like,
apparently
yeah.
She's like, no, I can back this up.
I mean, all he did was get
She's
drunk
not.
at a
She's
football
not
game.
backing down.
I'm
All
be
he did was-
completely honest. Doesn't really matter if he's an alcoholic or not. Being an alcoholic isn't a crime, and there's absolutely
Right.
no precedent for
Nixon
any
was an
amount of state
alcoholic.
money
I think the biggest
to be
problem
spent.
is
There's no reason that should be discovered. And even if you did, what judge are you presenting this evidence to? Like,
That's a good
my
point,
man
is-
drinks too much.
What
or
is
at
this
the
a
very
criminal-
least did drink
Hold on,
too
hold on,
much.
I think
you
you're
know.
misunderstanding. This isn't a criminal case. Kash Patel is civilly suing.
No, he understands that part. He's like, what's her point?
Her point is that probably
You can't-
the director of the FBI shouldn't be an alcoholic.
Well, good for her. That's her opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
but
right? Like,
that's probably true though.
To be
Yeah.
completely honest,
The director of that guy in charge of the people who's supposed to protect us from terrorists. And
How many
stuff
people do you
shouldn't
think that
be
have
an
been in
alcoholic.
charge of the FBI have been alcoholics?
The majority, but that
I would
shouldn't
think
be
so
the case.
too.
That
yeah.
shouldn't be the case.
I was like, that's probably a stressful job. I would probably be an
sure, but
alcoholic.
that shouldn't be the case. And
I'm
we,
an
the
alcoholic
public,
now,
the
and I'm
public
not the
shouldn't know
director
about
of the
that.
FBI.
The
I
public
think a lot of
is-
people in less stressful jobs than director of the FBI are alcoholics.
Eric's like, I cleaned dog kennels and I was an alcoholic. Yeah, I
As
would
a-
be
as
an
the
alcoholic.
representative.
Yes.
But no, the problem is he's being so bad and it's affecting his job so much the public knows about it. Now, because we didn't know about it in other previous, and we're contending that most were alcoholics. We didn't know about their alcoholism previously.
I don't know
Jur-
that.
jur-
I don't know that.
Journalists weren't being like,
I wasn't alive.
Who's the last?
No one asked
who was the
if
last?
the director of the FBI
Well, the problem
was
is
an
we know who
alcoholic
the-
in
I'm looking
1950.
this shit up.
It
the
was
problem.
assumed that if he wasn't an
No,
alcoholic, he was too much of a pussy
let's
to be
just
the
go.
director
Let's
of
just
the
go
FBI.
back. Let's just go back one
It's the
administration.
1950s.
Go back one administration. What was that guy's name? We shouldn't fucking know. He shouldn't be in the news.
The director of the FBI?
He shouldn't be in the fucking news.
Yeah, he should be
Herbert
like a. Should be a.
Hoover.
You're saying he should be a spook.
Yeah, I'm
Like, he
saying
should
he
be-
shouldn't fucking exist as far as I'm concerned.
He should absolutely exist. That's how we have oversight.
You know what I mean?
Like, what do you?
Like, as far as my knowledge is, he shouldn't be in the news because he shouldn't be doing anything newsworthy.
Yes, that part I agree with.
As of
I
available
like my
reporting as of May
politicians
2026,
almost
there's no.
anonymous unless I watch C-SPAN.
Yeah,
You know?
the problem isn't that the problem is it's affecting his job so much that people reporting to journalists he's so bad and he's an alcoholic on top of that.
Yeah,
I don't know how bad he
could
is at his
care less
job. I have
about
no
the-
idea.
From my point of view, terrible. Like he fired a bunch of the people that were watching Iran.
You're gonna be mad because
terrorism.
he did partisan stuff though, so that doesn't really count.
Okay,
He fired a bunch of our hacker protector people.
Was that partisan?
I don't know what that means.
Partisan means that he did it because they're Democrats.
Yeah, he is actually. The FBI is being sued by former FBI agents who were fired, and the suing is the main point of it is he fired us because we were Democrats.
Right. Yeah.
He's
whatever.
a Trump crony and he's covering up the
Yeah,
Epstein
exactly.
files. That's all the reasons I need to know that he's bad at his job and he's an evil motherfucker.
That's true too.
Well,
That's all I need. I don't need any other details. He can be an alcoholic, a heroin addict. He
well,
can
Eric.
own an orphanage.
Eric, he's
I
brown.
don't care what
Of
else
course he's
he does.
evil.
This is the classic thing that I've said before. If I run the biggest orphanage on the world and I successfully save 9,999 kids, can I one?
Yeah.
Is that okay now?
Look, the man looks like he's in
Or do-
Harold and Kumar.
Or does
All right.
everything else I did get thrown out the window immediately because bad? And it doesn't matter what else he did.
I'm
Yeah.
big on Eric's thing. Like, does it matter if you're an alcoholic if you're actually like head of the FBI
Yeah,
and the FBI is doing what they're supposed to?
I think to
Yeah,
that point, it's a problem if it's affecting your job so much it's leaking to journalists.
I don't think that his alcoholism is the reason why he's acting the way he's acting. I think that if he were sober, he would still mostly be doing it the same way.
Yeah,
I think the only difference is he'd be showing up on time.
But like
Yeah.
if he was
like
sober,
that would
this
be
is
the difference. The decisions are the same.
point is, if like he's coming out that he's an alcoholic, if Congress ever becomes effective, like let's say the Democrats win the midterms, it gives them a chance to go, okay, we're impeaching this guy because the head of the FBI shouldn't be publicly known as an alcoholic.
Also,
what's
it's not like
issue
he's
that he-
making big decisions. All he has to do is
He's
check his phone and see
the
what
fuck you
Trump
mean?
asked
He's-
him to do today.
Well, sure, but he's the head of the FBI. He is absolutely making big decisions. That's like definitively what he does.
He just takes the bulleted list Trump gives him every day and he says, do that. He's just a fucking... My best opinion of that man is that he is a hollow sock puppet of a person. With
you're
Trump's
not- I mean, you're
orange
not
mitts
wrong.
up his
The
ass.
Atlantic report more than 24 current and former officials allege that FBI Director Kash Patel's conspicuous inebriation, quote unquote, and excessive drinking have led to erratic, quote, freak out behavior, security breaches, and serious, quote, disastrous lapses in leadership. Such as
Is
missing.
that why Trump's doing it?
Yes, that's why. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to think that everybody in Trump's cabinet might be an alcoholic, including him himself.
I
You
know
see why
Hexath
I'm kind of
is-
just
You
shaking
know
my
what?
head
Yeah,
at this
I
whole
think
thing?
you might be onto something. I think everybody in Trump's leadership might be an alcoholic.
Our Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, is nicknamed Pete Breg, or what is it?
You can do it. I believe in it.
Breakfast.
No,
Yeah.
what is it?
'Cause he loves eggs and bacon.
Cake's breath.
Yes.
Pete Cake's
Oh,
breath.
Yeah, but that was because he was a fucking sick ass dude in college who drank keggers.
Sure.
Like that's not even a joke. Like that's I love that the fact that his nickname is that is because he was fucking cool in college and drank a lot of beer. Like he was the dude who would stand on a
Have
kegger.
you ever watched what he did on like Fox News? Apparently, he was a fucking silly guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was known as a silly dude. My parents loved him because they were like, he's telling the truth. Like that was their opinion of him before, and that's Trump's opinion of him. That is how Trump puts people in office. He sees people on TV, he points and says, Dr. Oz, you work in my cabinet. You're on television and you're telling the truth.
This is TV
Yeah.
world we live in.
Like
Trump
Dr. Phil
wants the
not
people
being.
who have the best optics.
Yes, we're amazed that Donald Trump did not elect either Dr. Phil or Ellen DeGeneres. All
True.
right, or maybe even Oprah. But then again, Obama would have done Oprah if he had even had the capability. She is far too rich.
If he
And
had
way
the big
more black than
swinging
him.
orange balls that Trump
you
had,
guys-
he
of
would
course.
have hired
That
Oprah.
reminds me. How much time do we have, real quick?
Also,
Also-
3 minutes.
We won't have
Oprah
time. Next
already-
episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Trump would mating press Oprah until she gave birth
to be
to
fair.
several half-orange children.
Given how corporate America works, there's a decent chance that the reason that never happened is because Oprah might, in fact, own Trump
Yes,
and
yeah.
Obama.
I was going to say
Like, that's not
Oprah is more.
Do you think
like,
Oprah's
rich.
kissed the wall?
I'd like to
Yeah,
see
I
if
guarantee you Oprah's kissed the wall.
does
There's no way she hasn't.
Oprah
I bet there's pictures of it.
make campaign contributions? Does she throw her wealth around?
Do you
Does she
think-
have a PAC?
Have you guys been looking at them? And Eric, I know you haven't, but by chance, Patrick, have you been looking at the Met Gala?
I mean, like only in how gross it is.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a few things from it. I really like the one lady that showed up looking like a statue. That was really cool.
That is eye-taking.
Yeah, that was like
It's,
eye-catching.
Yeah.
Eye-taking would be a much worse thing to be doing. Like that's, I mean, like the character looked like it would take your eyes, yes, but like,
yeah.
because she had yellow contacts in, and her whole outfit it looked like marble, but it was like when she
had
wasn't
bugle
moving
fingers.
enough. I
It
mean,
was
little pointy
stiff enough
fingers.
to look like statuesque.
I guess Patrick put up a picture.
Living statues are cool. I mean, I guess.
I mean, it just looked sick as hell because it looks like
It looks like a weeping angel.
it looks like some shit out of Dark Souls 3. Like that does not look like a normal human being. And
That looks pretty cool.
when she walked,
Yeah.
it looked like that. Like it worked in motion, which was like the most fucked up part about it to me. I was like, I have no idea what you did to make that work in motion. No fucking clue.
That's pretty sick, though.
I
yeah.
know, it was the fucking coolest shit.
That's a really good deal, yeah.
Really, if she had just given birth to a small baby and then like held it up like Jesus Christ and put a crown of roses on its head, like that would have.
That person.
Wait,
looks like
is
she would
winning
give
the Met Gala a thing? Do you win the Met
him-
Gala?
No, it's a charity.
Question: What is the
Okay, never
actual
mind.
theme of the Met Gala? Is it like an art gallery?
I thought
It's
it was
an-
a thing
it's
you
an art
win.
gallery.
I thought it was a thing you win.
Like,
I thought
do
it was a
they, like,
contest.
Do you like do paintings compete with
I
living
thi-
statues?
As far as I know, it's just like a no. As far as I know, it's just a art gallery charity event.
So like what kind of art though? Art is a huge thing. So like is it all living statues?
No. This is
What kind of-
These are celebrities who dressed up to this way.
Okay, so after I see the living statue, what's the next thing?
It's a
She's not a living
fundraiser.
statue. She's just some celebrity who dressed up that way.
It's a fundraiser for
Oh,
the.
so she's not
for
even part of the gala?
no, no. She's just a guest.
Yeah, she's just a guest. Like,
Well,
the
what the
thing
fuck
is,
is
like,
at the gala?
rich people come and then they dress up
shit
as a
like
thing.
Picasso and
What?
Yeah, it's just an art gallery.
Is it?
Yes.
Because I'm looking at it right now, and it's a cocktail hour and exhibition tour with a formal dinner,
Of an art
exclusive
gallery.
performances, and a secret atmosphere with after parties. It raises money for the Costume Institute, whatever the. That sounds like it. Children. I am part of the Costume Institute.
Or it might have something to do with the lady in the very fancy costume.
It might. However, I
Could be
recently.
related, maybe?
No, I recently watched One Battle After Another, and the racist group in that was called the Christmas Adventurers Club. You know, but they're like they're white supremacist Nazis. But they're just like, you're a Christmas adventurer. And I was like, that is what it's like in real life.
If you
You're a
had-
fucking, it's some,
Christmas
If it was Christmas time and
adventure?
Santa
What?
Claus came up to you and was like, "Hey, I need your help," and you were like, "Of course, Santa Claus, I'll help you with anything," and you jumped into a sleigh and
First,
you
I
went
need to
I thought you were
off,
going to say
Stop
jump into a
taking
sack. But yeah, I thought you were going to say jump into a sack. I was going to be like, well,
and
it's
you take off.
different
you're in
Christmas
the
than
sky,
usual.
And he's like, "All right, I know this is a lot, but I need you to drop this mortar on that group of people right there. Would you do it?"
Yeah, that's Saint Nick, dude. He speaks for God. Absolutely. I'm dropping. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'd be like, okay, what next? Like, hook me up, daddy. Put me on the front. I want the red nose. I want to like guide your sleigh through the night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Eric, would you do it? No questions asked.
Are they brown? That's really going to answer. That's going to be a yes or no from Eric. That's going to be the deciding
I don't
factor.
know, because I would be concerned that I had somehow taken a drug that I did not remember taking for some strange reason. And then I would be concerned about what I was actually doing.
You're up there with homosexual Walter White.
I'm just
there's a bunch of different chaotic
I
characters. You got
don't
Santa
know.
Claus, gay Walter White, one of the Animaniacs.
You know,
They're
wake
like-
up tomorrow and found out I threw a hand grenade into my dog's kennel or something.
Do you
know,
have
like-
do you have the wherewithal when you're on psychedelics
Not that I
to
own any
be
hand
like,
grenades.
I might be on drugs right now? Do you think you're gonna have that wherewithal? Actually, you've done a lot of drugs. Maybe you might.
Eric, can you
Kinda.
answer on this podcast officially or not? Can you say on record whether you know how to make a pipe bomb?
I mean...
Thank you for listening to the cast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
Support your local DSA. I'm Will.